What did you learn about stand-up, which can be applied to the world of business?
Well, I think life is sales and marketing.
Yes.
Right? We're constantly marketing ourselves, we're selling who we are as an individual to everyone, in every interaction that we have. And I think stand-up is the most brutal form of validation or non-validation of what you're selling. In that way. It's immediate, it can be very, very tough, can be the most rewarding thing ever. Like when you're killing in a room, it's the best feeling you ever have. What I think is really interesting, and because I hadn't really considered myself in sales prior to doing stand-up, prior to Connected, because actually as a founder, you're selling all the time. You're selling, vision to investors, you're selling equity to investors, you're selling vision to employees, customers, etc. So I hadn't really considered myself sales, although it was. What I realized from stand-up is, you're constantly optimizing, iterating your act, which is your pitch, you're reading rooms, you're understanding, you're seeing what lands, what doesn't, constantly iterating. But I think it's almost like the feeling of really knowing when what you're saying is landing. And I think the ability to bring that into pitches, either investment pitches, customer pitches, hiring top talent, the ability to understand, okay, what's really resonating with my audience here, what's getting them excited, what works well, what doesn't, is so key to any pitch. And you'll learn the hard way, because bombing in front of a big room is pretty traumatic. But a lot of fun. I would suggest to every single person to try stand-up. Not necessarily because you're funny or good at stand-up, but because the growth experience, the learning and the cold hard look that you'll take at yourself one way or another is super, super valuable.
One of my strangest stories was when I was, 5 or 6 maybe even younger than that. I did stand up as a kid, and I won my parents a free holiday.
No way, that's amazing.
There's a video, actually, in editing, let's play a little clip of that right now, because it was hilarious, right?
It's Alfie! What do you call a safe with no legs? I don't know. Cloud. What do you call a man with a seagull on his head?
And I didn't stick it out. I did get into the entertainment world. I was a professional magician for like many years.
No way.
Britain's Got Talent and a bunch of other TV shows.
That's incredible.
You probably don't even know this, do you, Benny? And that taught me about speaking, about presenting, about building connections with people, about bombing and on stage hundreds of times failing something.
Wow.
And just, so I completely get what you're saying. It's very similar to sales. And people have this negative connotation of sales, like, oh, sales, it's my uncle who was like a used car salesman or something, right? But every interaction, you're trying to sell something. If you're a teacher, you're trying to sell the educational material and why they should learn it. If you're even working in like an accountant, you still need to persuade people why the numbers are correct and give them that evidence, right? So I get what you're saying.